You ever wonder why we're here? It's one of life's great mysteries, isn't it?
Hey everyone, welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast. I'm Gus.
I'm Griff.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Armando.
And I'm Gus. Mr. Raspberry's over there.
What do you mean?
So rude.
What do you
Blowing
mean?
raspberries at me right before we go live?
I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
my, for all of you that are under the age of 40 out there and don't know what Gus is talking about, right before we
Did
started.
people not say that anymore? Blowing raspberries?
No.
You're not blowing raz with the dudes?
You know, after a rousing game of hoop and stick, you're not blowing
Blowing
razzes
razzes with the fellas?
You're pushing the string of a barrel down the street.
What the TikTokers say is, damn, that boy got the raz. And then, I right before we started, I said, hey, Gus. And he looked over and I just went, which is, it's always funny for no reason.
Classic. The Three Stooges have been
Classic
doing
comedy.
it before
Classic.
that. Vaudeville.
Well, you know.
It's eternal.
Yeah.
You don't live here yet, right? You're moving here?
Wow.
Wow.
You're here all the time.
We can undo this,
I
right?
was
Like I can be like,
born
hey, you know
here,
what?
I don't need papers, my gosh. No, I haven't officially moved to Austin, Texas. Yes, I do have an
You're
apartment.
here a lot.
Yeah, I haven't. This is the richest I've ever felt, is because I have been able to say for the last month, oh yeah, back at my Austin place. And then when I'm here, I get to say back at my Los Angeles place, and then I get robbed.
Yeah.
Time, which I understand. I will be moving here on.
You don't have to give an exact date.
Well, I'm
yeah.
starting the trip on the 27th.
What apartment number? What's your leaving and coming schedule? What list of your greatest fears?
Wait, is this
You'll be making stops at Love's truck stops all along I-10 from LA to El Paso.
He's a Buc-ee's boy for
He's a Buc-ee's
sure.
boy,
He's a
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Buc-ee's boy.
I've never been to a Buc-ee's, but people keep bringing me back stuff from Buc-ee's.
You should go.
I'm
Get
absolutely
some
going to
hot,
go to
get
Buc-ee's.
some hot nuts.
Make them
Get some
make
help?
them regret their cleanest bathrooms pledge.
Is that a real pledge that they
Yeah.
are?
Yeah.
And
How do they?
And they're clean.
How do they just? How often do
They are
clean a truck
highly
stop
detailed.
a bathroom?
I think every time I've been to a bathroom at a Buc-ee's, there's someone in there cleaning it.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no,
I think
there
they have
is.
a constant attendant.
yeah.
There is someone in there on the ones and twos, so to speak. Just really.
That's it. End it. 3 minutes in.
All right. See you later.
Goodbye, everybody.
Roll that music.
I have never not had violent diarrhea in a truck stop bathroom. I've never been at like a truck stop not praying for God.
What
doing
is
it
it
right.
about cars that makes you want to shit? Like
Me
what, it was about
personally or
vehicles. You
everybody?
specifically.
Oh, I just want
Like
to shit
being in the
everywhere.
vehicle.
Yeah, I always need to take a fat shit.
Yeah, it's because you eat the pizza every day.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm like Blaine without the working
Yeah,
out.
we've basically figured out that at all points, Mondo has his entire pizza in him, whether it is about to come out
Yeah.
or about to go in.
It's either coming or going, but it's in there.
We call it the pizza continuum. There's just one cycle that continues of
Perpetual pizza machine. Just
Yeah,
things-
Yeah, and a
pizza
war-
is as above, so below.
Yeah.
You slice in, slice
Yeah.
out.
I just looked at it like, I'm Blaine's before picture. Like,
What's
no.
okay? So what I've always thought is wild is that like people tell me all the time about how they have to diet or what they have to do to lose weight, and I found out from a nutritionist, from like a person whose job it is to make me not this is if I want to lose weight, the amount of calories I have to eat every day if I don't want to work out is 2,800 calories
Fuck
a
you.
fucking day.
Fuck you.
Just to keep going and also lose weight is
Yeah.
2,800 calories.
Do you know how much I would have to eat if I wanted to not work out and lose weight?
Probably like 2.
1,148.
Whoa, that's so low.
That's
Yeah.
so little.
Yeah,
Why don't you
that's-
do 2,800? That sounds
Yeah,
way
that
better.
sounds way better.
That's the number. You gotta
No,
hit,
well,
rookie numbers.
I would like that.
Yeah.
I would like that. Even when I do get to work out, you know how many I get?
1378.
1378.
13?
78.
That's not fair at
Yeah.
all.
No.
That's like
It's because I'm short
that's
and a
one
woman.
that's like one sandwich,
Yeah.
4 grapes, and a rice cake.
Oh yeah, like I see stuff like like I love the factory meals,
Yeah.
and they'll be like it's low calorie, and I'm like this is 600 calories. That's half my day.
Yeah, that's low.
When I was like actively trying to live healthy and be better, sometimes I would order a Chipotle bowl,
Yeah.
the large chips and guac,
Uh-huh.
and get a side
green.
tortilla. And I'm talking in a bowl,
A
loaded
side
up.
tortilla.
I would have it loaded up, and then I would
The supermarket sweep. Put every single thing
all
in,
of it.
all of it in the
all
bowl.
of it. I could do that and be like, all right, as long as I have just like a piece of chicken for dinner, I'm fine. You can
Right.
eat, it's so much calories.
I
It's
like
a
how you like
lot.
the bowl and the side tortilla. It's like
Yeah.
you just deconstructed the burrito.
yeah.
Right.
It's like
and that Chipotle large chips and guac is like 900 calories.
What?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh my
avocado
god.
has a ton.
Well,
of
yeah,
Avocado.
it's just fat. It's
Yeah.
solid fat.
The reason I brought up the side tortilla, for those of you that don't know, is the side tortilla itself is like 300 calories.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking it's flour and lard. That's
Yeah.
how you make a tortilla.
I don't eat Chipotle. I get a bowl every time.
I love the negotiations you do with yourself about future food and how good you're going to be later. It's like, no, I will enjoy this 1,400 calorie bowl as long as for dinner I have a fish skeleton on a trash can later. I'm gonna eat like Heathcliff later. I will just have
You're the fucking the Mickey Mouse gif where he's like slicing the bread and it's see-through.
slicing a bean, just one bean, razor thin, like it's fucking Goodfellas, and they're slicing the
In
garlic.
the garlic in the
Yeah.
prison, yeah. No. It's my diet, and I call it America's in the 1920s. It's because you have a big, elegant meal up top,
Yeah.
and then you are fucked.
Yeah, it really is. It's dinner service on the Titanic the last night.
Everything's gotta go.
Everything must go.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what my number is, but I bet it's probably
It's probably
around
high.
2,000
Oh, hey,
or so.
Oh,
Oh
speaking
yeah,
of
you're
everything
moving
must
here.
go.
That's supposed to be a segue.
Well,
I
hold on.
totally
They're
forgot.
not showing that yet, I think. I'm pretty sure.
No, they're not.
Okay,
There's
well,
programs
we'll get
over
to
here.
that in a second, because all I wanted to point out is that I am actually factually, literally eating for two. Now that I know that your numbers are fucking 1,300, when you're working out, I get, what, 28 or some shit like that?
Without working out.
Without
It's
working
because you're
out.
6'4".
Yeah, oh my God.
It's literally just because you're 6'4".
When I was actively dieting and exercising, all I did was walk 6 miles a day. That's all I had to do.
That's
to
not
just
all. That's a lot.
it gets easy
Yeah.
once you get into the
Yeah.
repertoire of it. And that's also like a 3-mile walk in the morning when you
Yeah.
wake up, and then a 3-mile walk at night before you go to bed. It in the morning it wakes you up. At night it really
It really
tuckers
tuckers you out.
and back then my diet was still like a little over 3,000 calories,
Wow.
which to me sounds insane.
But if you wanted to put on muscle, you'd probably have to eat like what 3,400, 3,500 a day to put on
Maybe.
muscle.
I honestly wonder what Blaine eats with how much, because he and I probably don't weigh that much different. It's just that his is all fucking muscle.
I feel like Blaine told us how much he weighs.
He did. I can't remember what
Me either,
anymore.
because I was shocked. I don't know. I didn't know that men weighed so much,
Mhm.
like by default.
Just on the character creator slider,
Yeah.
it starts. The base level is so much.
I'm not gonna
didn't know
say
that.
the number unless you guess it. How much do you think I weigh? Look me in the eye.
Like you and I.
Yeah. No. Wait your fucking turn.
Okay.
Okay, you told me how much you weigh.
Yeah,
How much do you weigh?
I weigh 185.
Wow. Okay.
243.
What a dream! What a dream
What a
that would be.
What a lovely thing to say to your friend.
258.
Okay. You know what? I love you. Now you take your serious guess.
I don't know how much men weigh.
I would say over 280.
Yeah, over fucking 280.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go into specifics,
No,
but I
you don't
weigh
have
over
to.
300 pounds.
No,
Okay,
fucking way.
I was gonna say 3 bills.
Yeah.
Conservative, but
No
I'm
way.
And it's not
conservative.
like a baby over 300 pounds. It's like I'm over 300
Solidly.
pounds.
I just like. Okay, here's my thing. When a woman
Mhm.
is between, I feel like on average between like anywhere between 115, 110 to like 185. Usually, if they're like kind of taller. So I was like, I thought men were the same way.
Nah.
So I was like, oh, Gus is like super tall. He's probably like I was like, what is he like 150, 160?
Well, you
Same thing
don't-
with Cameron.
You don't have
What
to
do you-
carry these fucking kettlebells that we got between our legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
They
gonna
don't
say
tell you
the cock adds like 20 pounds.
Yeah, it's like 20
Yeah,
pounds.
exactly.
They do say that. Yeah.
And to
It's
be
just-
clear, that's not. I'm not. Saying, I realized
You're
I
talking
may
about
have
the
done a
logo,
bad
right?
thing. Yeah.
How much do you think I weigh?
You?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 223.
Now that I've been yelled at, I'm gonna say a buck 80, buck 85.
I weighed myself. this morning.
Oh,
223.
what?
223,
fuck?
baby.
I can't tell how much men weigh.
So here's my secret: is I used to hang out at carnivals. So I'm looking at you, going like, okay, head. That's like two quarters of the
I
pig.
mean, this
and
is
then,
yeah, you can just extrapolate because, like, what is like a human being like me? It's like, oh, he's probably like 8 heads tall, so you just like extrapolate the weight. I feel like we have to talk about this moving special because the crew is walking around here like they're in the NASA control room,
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
waiting
they're
for the fucking shuttle to come back
surrounding
online.
us.
Give us a goddamn second before we shove your goddamn shit down the fan's
Cody's
throat.
pacing.
They don't want to be sold to.
Like dad's outside a delivery room.
Yeah.
Is what they're pacing. They're like smoking. They're like, oh my god.
They're mad at us.
Yeah.
Now that that's been said, though,
Before we get to that, Blaine's in chat. He told us how much he weighs.
how much does he weigh?
200.
He weighs 200.
That's
It?
crazy.
I feel bad for Blaine now.
He's spelt.
I went Blaine's fat ass probably as I do. I dragged him down in the dirt.
He's spelt.
We have a
Before we get, I'm kidding.
hey guys,
No, raspberries.
Swish.
I'm allergic.
from the fucking core, baby.
Count it.
We have a very special announcement for you on the 27th of April in the year 2023 of our dear Christ Lord.
Yes.
10 days from today.
10 days from now. Fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 days
Soon.
from today.
Sobering.
Yeah, wow. Well, especially when you got to go home and pack up all your shit. I will be moving to Austin, and we, my friends at Rooster Teeth, have actually put together a very special thing for us. The first annual Rooster
annual.
Teeth move-in special, 2 months prorated, utilities not included live stream.
He is moving every year. It is the first annual. So he is
There's no
moving
such
every
thing
year.
as first annual.
Yeah.
We've been over this.
What do you
No,
mean?
this is the first
First annual is not a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Well, there's
You cannot have first annual.
if
It's,
things-
it's inaugural.
if things
No,
are
no,
annual,
no.
this is the first time it is
Inaugural.
Well, no, 2 words can be right.
Nope.
It's like
there
how you-
is no first annual.
I think it's the first annual.
I'm
because-
going to fuel the flames and say we don't talk about actually what the moving special is, but instead argue about this. I really think that's what that's what everybody
We're
here.
going to argue about this for 10 days and settle it on the move-in special.
That's right.
With fisticuffs.
What is this?
What?
I'm pointing to Andrew's shoe. What is this, Gus?
It's a shoe.
No, it's white. Things can be 2 things. Words can be just different words.
Things can be 2
All right.
things.
Shill your move-in special. Your fucking ESL hack.
God.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna sell T-shirts.
Yeah, they came to us and they said, hey, we've got a bunch of extra shirts and stuff that we want to move, and we know that you're coming down. And I said, yeah, I am coming down because I live in the studio.
Yeah.
So we are going to be selling off a bunch of merchandise. that we
Yeah, a
have
bunch.
in
It's got that thing on it.
That
It's got
thing on it.
that guy. He's
that
gonna
thing
be-
right there.
He's on all of the merch, so it has to go.
That thing that like, and I hate to bring fucking drama to the airwaves, but like, I just gotta say as a fan, Gus, I appreciate what you've been doing
Shut
behind
up.
the scenes.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
Because I know you can't say it.
Stop it.
He can't.
We're doing a live stream.
But we know that you took a stand.
It's the first
We
annual.
know.
That's fine.
No.
I don't care anymore.
We know.
We know.
We know.
We know.
Big winks over here, Gus. Yeah, we know.
So,
No,
yeah,
we have a.
it's gonna be a bunch of merch. It might be discounted. It'll probably be discounted. We're gonna do all kinds of stuff.
Everything must go.
Everything's
Everything
no.
must
Here's
go.
the. It's gotta go. You don't understand. It has to. If it doesn't go, you don't want to know what's gonna happen to it because it needs to get out. It needs to get out.
We need it the fuck
It's
out of
gonna-
here
We
now.
we talked to the kids in third world countries. They have all the losing Super Bowl team
yeah,
shirts.
they
can
didn't.
have.
They don't want
don't
it.
want
They
it.
don't want anymore.
So
They said they actually like the new look, which I do too. I should be clear. All right, 'Cause
Artie?
I'm gonna get shit on.
Artie.
Yeah. I like Artie.
I like Artie.
I like Artie.
I
Yeah.
call him because of Griff. I call him my
Little
little guy.
guy.
Yeah.
guy.
Griff started saying little guys like, oh, just call him Artie.
Little guy. Artie.
I cannot stress to you how fun this fucking live stream is gonna be.
We have to make room for Mondo.
Yeah, we have to make room.
We got to
for
get rid of
Mondo.
all this old
Everything
stuff.
must go so Mondo can come.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
That's write it down.
Write
That's
it
the
down.
logo.
Yeah, write it down,
Slogan.
and you can spell it however you want. one thing the reason I know that this is going to be a killer live stream is because we were prepping the creative for it, the three of us, and we had to bring in facilities, legal, like we had to bring in so many other departments.
There was a
safety meeting.
Yeah, there was a safety meeting. I got like 3 emails about a wood chipper. I don't know.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that went into the planning for this that like we
have to hire a first aid guy to be off camera, but also there.
A comptroller had to be like some like official office person from like the city.
We had to write the city. Walker said that they had to delay their season finale for what we were doing. It's a whole thing.
People outside here probably don't know that Walker is filmed like right over there.
Yeah, no, it's right. It's literally we were shooting something one time, and I was like, "This is a weird," and it was like a fake entry to a bar.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And you were like, "It's Walker." And I was like, "I know, but like, what is it?" And you were like Walker, like the show. And I was like, "I thought Walker was the name of a fabrication company. Like, I thought they were another production company, not a TV show."
Yeah.
So yeah, that took me by surprise.
I love getting the emails while I was living in Los Angeles. The emails about like, hey guys, you can't park your car here because like they're gonna bring a tank through for Walker this week.
I love that.
So just like I don't know, Walker get fucked.
Don't park here. This helicopter's gonna land in the parking lot.
No, the helicopter.
That was a real one.
There's a helicopter.
That was a real one.
That was a real one.
Lifelight is going to like do a True Lies in a fucking parking lot.
Yeah. Oh my God!
I went to Georgia State for college, and that campus is like in the dead center of where they started all of the filming stuff. I think the first big thing that happened was like we couldn't walk through the park because they were filming the Anchorman 2 fight scene. And then like from then on, it was just we would get emails every single week that's like, "Hey guys, you can't go down Decatur Street. It's being blocked off. They're doing some Fast and Furious stuff. So if you see cars getting flipped over, hear explosions, that's just Fast and Furious filming. Don't worry about it."
Don't call 911.
Venom, they did the Venom chase scene there. Watching that movie, I was like, "Oh, they just went around my mom's building like 6 times. This is not San Francisco. I worked there." Like, there's so many things I can identify Georgia in a scene in like there are 2 things I can identify in half a second. Was Georgia the place that this was filmed? And did Jack Antonoff produce this song?
Third, I think we talked about it on another thing. If a porn star is European.
If a porn star is European.
That's the other thing you can tell
instantly.
That is the one thing I can always tell when a porn star is European because what?
Yeah, why? How?
Because there's a little bit of hate in it. You know what I mean? There's like there's a silent strength that you don't see from the American porn stars.
There's a resilience.
Yeah. They're fucking like they got out of something. You know what I mean?
Fucking the cold Eastern Bloc. That tempers you.
And you can see that in the way they make love.
Yeah. Fucking American porn star will be like hanging over somebody being like, I'm gonna fuck you. Oh yeah, you like that? But a fucking Eastern European porn star is like riding on top of you going, I don't care if you fucking like this. Look away from me. Camera, look away from me. She forgot that there's a production going on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's a resilience.
That
you get from living in the block.
Fuck.
These are great talents to have. All of them. Super high quality.
When you're a tempered steel in the emotional blight of the Eastern Bloc.
Are you glad you brought us on?
Are you happy about this decision?
I can sit back and relax.
Oh God!
Oh man!
This keeps happening.
Chat, that guy named J-Lo said 2023 RT is horny.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. So off topic on Friday. Also, we were talking about a lot of horny stuff.
We does also talk about Mondo coming.
Yeah, we also talk about Mondo
that's
coming.
not what happened.
You said we spell it however we want.
You said I'm coming. I said spell it however you want. I didn't do that. They put it in the chat.
That was in your head.
He's talking about the city in Georgia.
Yeah, coming Georgia.
It's spelled like that.
It's spelled like
It's spelled like that.
It's spelled like.
What an unfortunate name.
And you think they'd change it or capitalize on
or
it,
at least
and they
not
do
put it
neither.
so close to Butts County.
Butts County is pretty close by. It's not Buttes, it's Butts.
No, it's not Buttes.
Butts County.
I don't know where to go from there.
I was
probably coming.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that are like, I don't know, not horny. I think this might be the exact opposite of horny, which is we have started the foundation, the groundwork, if you will, for starting the RT Hype House.
Yeah.
Yes. It's going to be, so the way that this started is that I got a new apartment and I
Mm-hmm.
love having people over. And so I have created the first, or at least the first of the
phase.
new,
Yeah.
the RT Party House.
Yeah.
Where everyone after work, I want everyone to come over. I want everyone to hang out and drink and
Your neighbors are gonna love this.
Oh
yeah. They're gonna hate it.
I'm making copies of his keys after work.
Right now.
Yeah. We're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
make
and
copies.
by the way, and our RTX, we're throwing them out into the crowd.
Yeah, so if you
copies of the
figure it
game.
out-
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but
so if
not
you
the
figure it out-
address.
Yeah, not the address. But you can have the key.
You can have a key. You'll never know what it goes to.
I need you to stumble around Austin trying
Straight
every
lock.
fucking door. And so, but like, yeah, we started like, it started as a bit, but of me saying like, well, let me move here, let me get an apartment, and then like after a year, like, why don't we rent a house?
Yeah.
And then more and more people are like, fuck yeah, let's
We'll
do
just
that.
get a big house.
Each person that agrees to come on, bigger house.
Yeah,
that we can
because
get.
if you think about it, all of us are probably paying around $2,000 for whatever shithole we live in now.
Yeah.
If we all
Right,
put
Gus?
right,
Not
Gus?
me. Mm-mm.
If we all put our
Property.
$2,000 together, we could buy a big house that's not shit.
Yeah, it could be
Big brain,
beautiful.
big
brain.
moves.
It could be beautiful.
No living room. It's just one big streaming.
And then
room.
we could all save money and we just all get robes.
Yeah.
And then like no more money for haircuts. We just shave our head.
Well, then
then
we're so focused on content creation that we don't want to worry about that other stuff.
Yeah.
So we take those things away from us,
Mm-hmm.
except for me, because I got to be the one that decides what happens.
Right,
course.
right,
You
yeah.
guys
Yeah,
we need
yeah.
a leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. And
We
like
need a
you
helm.
know, I've been really getting interested in getting a foot tattoo, a tattoo on the bottom of my foot.
Oh yeah.
So
I
maybe
think
we can
Haley's
have like some
comments
kind of
come
I
like
was thinking about some. There's some really cool Nikes that we could all get too.
oh
Did
yeah.
Did you,
You know,
know?
did you know you could save a lot of money if you make your own Kool-Aid from the packet instead of buying it
yeah.
pre-mixed?
First of all,
Flavor Aid,
it was
first of all, it was
Flavor Aid.
Flavor Aid.
Flavor Aid,
Flavor
yeah.
Aid.
Second of all, I have
can
tried buying a pair of
They're
Nike
expensive.
Decades.
They're
so
they're like
expensive.
$10K if you want a pair.
I almost bought a pair. I saw a pair for $500.
What?
And I didn't buy it because I was too broke.
Dude, they cost like
Wait.
thousands of dollars.
What were the shoes of the Heaven's Gate?
97 Nike Decade joggers.
Yeah, they stopped making them.
They stopped making them because Heaven's Gate.
'Cause of Heaven's Gate.
Used them in the thing. And you know what
In
shoe
the
they?
thing.
You know what shoe they almost used? I'm trying to keep us slightly not demonetized on YouTube.
Sure.
The shoe that they almost picked was the Nike Cortez, but it was a
No.
couple cents cheaper.
Oh.
Dude, no, the drug dealing game would have been changed forever.
Forever.
If they discontinued the Cortez, we wouldn't have hip hop.
No, we wouldn't. Mexicans wouldn't have nothing on their feet.
Nothing.
They wouldn't have had they wouldn't have just switched to Adidas shell toe.
Absolutely
No,
not. No.
you could fucking kill me before you catch me in some shell
I'm just saying like if the option was closed on the Nikes,
Yeah.
would the switch have been gone?
Cortez or
shoes,
nothing.
especially because this happened in the 90s, like it was already set.
Yeah.
But also, like, I feel like if you took Cortez shoes away from my dad, he would only wear house slippers for the rest of his life.
I can get you a pair for $3,000.
That's a
that's
hell
on
of
the
a
cheap
move.
end.
Free shipping.
That is
Oh,
a
well, thank God.
that is a hell of a move-in gift, Gus, and I thank you for that.
You know why?
Can you wear-
You know
can
why
wear
they?
an 8.5?
You know why they're that expensive? They have to ship them from the Hale-Bopp comic. That's why. That's why
That's where
it's,
the last factory is, the last machine that
Yeah.
makes them.
I cannot fit in.
There's one here that's like the what do you call it? The icon, the
swoosh?
the preview has the guy in it, in the cult leader in the
It's
lower
also,
corner.
it's
Apple
also
Applegate?
six
Applegate
thousand.
or
Applewhite?
whatever.
Applewhite.
It's also $6,660.
Yeah.
That's the one that used to be $500. He had a different pair that. See, the thing is, no one wanted to buy them in size 13.
Yeah.
And I could barely fit my fat fucking feet in those.
I found a 12.
Get it.
66.60.
Jesus.
What an auspicious price.
Yeah.
It's they call it Nike Decades 90s cult running shoe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Ni-
what they called it too. and
Nike
they didn't
should
know
lean
why.
in.
I mean, you have a cult podcast, Armando,
Yeah.
and I'm endlessly fascinated by
It's
cults. but
available everywhere too, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
wherever you get it.
Yeah, wherever you get them.
Wherever you listen to this, probably.
But I don't know. You can probably elucidate this, but there are people who, like, people in the Heaven's Gate cult who didn't take the trip.
Yeah.
Like they
Yep.
they like
Yep.
stayed, they like lived through it.
They still
So-
run the website.
and they like still like they're still alive and still like
When's the comic coming back?
they're updating the HTML every day.
For anyone who's unfamiliar with it, back in the 90s, there was a group called Heaven's Gate run by Marshall Applewhite and his partner, whose name I cannot remember now because I've just done like 100 episodes after that.
Bonnie Nettles?
Bonnie Nettles? Is that
Okay, I
what-
believe so.
That sounds
yeah.
familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. So they ran Heaven's Gate, and it was this hippy dippy new wave group where he was one of the only people that I've ever seen where I don't think he wanted to run the cult,
Yeah.
and just kept making bad decision after bad decision, and eventually they all
They drink some Flavor Aid.
they drank. Well, yeah, that
Those-
was in Guyana. That was Jonestown.
Yeah.
They drank a mixture that, as the TikTokers would say, unalived them.
Yeah.
Which is not the Riz. When they did that, they all had a uniform, including the Nike Decade
Yeah.
joggers, as well as like
They're
they had a tracksuit with
Yeah.
homemade
Yep.
patches
Yep.
that said Heaven's Gate away team.
Yeah.
It's
Was it-
fucking
We're-
sad.
That's a pretty cool jacket.
It's
though.
if I could get that fucking patch, I'd have it in a fucking
So
heartbeat.
they took phenobarbital
So to
mixed
speak.
with applesauce or pudding and
Yeah.
washed it down with vodka.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love the Wikipedia entry about this cult because under members it says 41 pre-1997, 2 post-1997.
That's raw as hell. That's
That
fucking
is
raw as hell.
Damn.
Bro, that's
Damn.
fucked up.
Also, am I misremembering? Weren't they in like a purple and gold colorway? The
Yeah.
shoes?
Yeah, well, it was black, purple, and white.
The cult
yeah,
members?
black, purple, and white.
What,
Yeah.
weren't the cult members in a different colorway?
Different colorway.
Yeah.
That's hard as
The
hell.
cult runners.
Damn.
The cult runners.
Yeah, they that should suck. There are people that stuck around that
Sure.
that run the site.
Yeah.
There's a few people who backed out at the last second and have like mad survivor's guilt,
Oof.
and that's like a whole other thing. That's where it gets
Like,
kind of
what
tricky.
Are you gonna do?
I truly think there's at least one guy who is still in it, and like on Cult Podcast, we're very clear that we never want to blame
Yeah.
victims because they got tricked.
Yeah, you gotta respect the victims.
I don't even consider it that they unalived themselves. I straight up
They
think
got
they were
murdered, yeah.
And so there's one guy who has the weirdest fucking stance, and I think that he's like clinging to it has to be real because otherwise he
His-
feels like he sat by and watched them all murder each
His
other.
brain would break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. It's a complicated, weird thing, but
The shoes
I'm sorry
are
that
fire.
I fucking made the vibe go way down, dude.
No.
You changed this into an episode of Cult Podcast.
Yeah,
Which you have a
yeah.
live show of, which
I did do a live show.
also
It was done.
speaking of live shows.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at you segueing.
What a
Wow.
flawless segue.
So flawless, I didn't even realize it was happening.
You're like, yeah, what yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already
yeah,
done.
yeah.
I did that one. So this one is just for the live listeners.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone listening to this after this episode came out, go fuck yourself.
Wait. That comes out for first members tomorrow.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, they got
In
time.
which case, just kidding.
Unfuck yourself.
Yeah,
unfuck
yourself.
yourself. But if
Unless you're
listening-
not a first member.
If you're listening to the wait, no, I guess because it would also come out Wednesday.
Yeah, it comes out Wednesday. No, Wednesday
Oh.
at like 2 p.m. I think.
That's
If you're not listening to this on Wednesday the 19th
at 2
or
p.m.
earlier, then fuck you.
What an ultimatum! Just what a heavy blow to level on these people. Yeah.
We are doing, and when I say we, I mean the three of us.
Yeah, and Jeff.
Three
and
Jeff.
Ramsey.
Ramsey,
That guy.
are doing Moontower.
Yeah. It's a live show. It's going to be a live episode of the podcast.
It's downtown, like on Congress.
It's on
right?
Congress.
Yeah.
800 Congress. You
800
can buy a
Congress
ticket
is
for
the name of the venue.
$20.
$20.
23 after fees and taxes, which is actually pretty low.
Get
Yeah.
a key to Mondo's house.
Get a key
If
to
you-
Mondo's house.
If you can't afford a ticket and you're in Austin and you want to go, hit me up because I'm pretty sure I get a +1.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
get you a ticket.
I'll
We just
get
want you
a
there.
ticket. The first person though,
The
I can't.
very-
get-
Yeah, the first
Oh,
person
wait.
that DMs
It's me.
me,
Can you
I'll
give me
get you a
Yeah,
ticket.
okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
And by the way, austintheater.org is you'll have to search for our show.
Can I give you a new URL to put up?
Yes.
bit.ly/RTPmoon and the RTPM. They're capitalized.
Yeah.
Somebody put that in the chat for us too.
Yeah,
It's
that too, 'cause-
bit.ly
This website doesn't have a search bar.
bit.ly/RTP moon.
I got
Yeah.
you.
It's MOON.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how you get tickets. Like I said, they're $23 after tax and all that stuff, which is like 1.5 drinks in Austin. So
Yeah,
not
sheesh.
really costing you anything, especially when you consider we were having like isn't there like an open bar from 5 to 6 before the show?
Yeah, it's like
Pretty sure
a
there is.
mixer.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's like
there's
a
a
mixer open bar from 5 to 6 before the
happy
show.
hour.
So you'll make the money back.
You can't afford not
Yeah,
to go.
you would
there.
lose money by not going.
You'll
lose money by not going, yeah.
And actually, one of the new pieces of merchandise that we're debuting there is a T-shirt that actually has a reserve tank in it. And when you get the drink, you pour it. It looks like you're drinking it, but you're actually pouring it into the camel pack that's on around your shirt.
Then you have drink for later.
Then you have
Yeah.
drink for later.
You drink
Yeah.
for
Did you
later.
ever watch Nathan For You?
Yeah.
He did an episode where he smuggled chili
With the
into
chili,
a sports
yeah.
arena. Like he put a fat suit on that was filled with chili and then would go around trying to sell chili to people in the stands. That could be you.
That could be
That
you.
could be you.
But
Selling
instead of
warm
selling
drinks.
alcohol, it's just your
Yeah,
body.
that could be you in jail. That could be you in prison.
I have a friend, shouts out David Dorward, who I love this guy. We're actually like working on a show together. He's great, but years ago he worked on Nathan For You behind the scenes.
Ooh.
And he said in that episode when they actually put the suit on him for the first time, he almost had to go to the hospital. Like they had to step down production because the chili burned him so bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
That like
Yes.
they needed to at the very minimum get the first aid people
Yeah.
to come out, which I'm just now realizing I did in Trucked Up, and I don't think they ever showed that.
Oh,
the many
yeah.
times I burned myself.
You did. You burned yourself
and
a lot.
and walked outside and went, "Hey, I burned myself pretty bad," and everyone was like, "Ha! What a good bit! He's always doing jokes."
You were doing a lot of. It was real Boy Who Cried Wolf with you that shoot.
Yeah, I had to eventually just walk up to her and look her in the eyes and be like, "I got burned."
Yeah, I burned my
I
hand too.
walk up to her, tears in the corner, pooling
Yeah.
in the corners of your eyes. This is not a bit.
It's,
Like,
it's an ouchie.
yeah.
I got a
Somewhere, and and if you come to the live show on Wednesday at 6 p.m., we are going to be showing the burn cut of all the times Armando got
It's just
burned
all the
up.
burns.
It's just all the ow, fuck, it's like
I want to specify.
We're not gonna be doing
I don't know if we can put a lower third up, but we're going to be making a lot of. Here's the thing: if you come, and you spell it however you want. If you come to the show, it's going to be a fantastic show. It's the three of us. I think that these two are very funny. I think I'm fine.
I think you're funny.
Jeff is going to be there as well.
I'm typing it out for you. If
Thank
you
you.
come, it'll be fantastic.
We have a hell of a show planned for you, and I'm really fucking excited for it. Thank you.
If you come.
We have a hell of a show planned up for you, and I am so excited for y'all to see it. And even Jeff is excited to be there. And I've never seen him get over eyebrows raised.
Yeah, no, me too.
No.
It was eyebrows raised and
Yeah.
No,
which
it
is
really.
like-
Someone had to tell him, and he goes, "It'll lower the brows.
Lower
again."
the brows like a fucking cartoon character. So that's what I'll say now.
yeah.
For the rest of the episode, anything else promised on top of it's going to be a good show, Jeff's going to be there, we're going to be there, you're going to have a good time, there's free alcohol. Anything else is not a statement endorsed or guaranteed by Rooster Teeth or the members herein. Now that has been said, if you come to this show, I will bring Bernie back.
He will give you a key to Mondo's apartment.
Yeah.
And then also
I've
follow
got a
up.
key to Bernie's castle, right?
Dude, right there, and we can
There it
go
is.
get him, but only if you come to the
But
show,
only if you come to
where
the
we
show.
will
Come
be
to the
showing the fine cut of Laser Team 3.
That's
so
right.
He wrote it.
I wrote it. Laser Teeth 3. It's been in a can. It's like the secret ending to
Oh, yeah,
Casablanca.
We filmed it pre-pandemic. We've just been sitting on it.
Yeah,
It was
That-
never the right time.
It's just accruing interest in a tin somewhere.
We didn't want to have to pay for it in their taxes.
Yeah.
We don't know how that works,
Yeah.
obviously.
No one knew how to write something off, so we just had to bury
Hold
it.
on to it.
Yeah.
I also heard that we were gonna just do an entire season of a Camp live read through of scripts of the new
Oh, yeah.
scripts that also have been sitting since pre-pandemic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So we're gonna do that too.
Camp's coming back. That was my favorite.
Camp's coming back.
That was my favorite. We've announced that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
What if we hadn't?
the other,
What would you do in this moment right now?
I would fucking, if it was me personally, I'd fucking dive off the stage and into a ravine. I had to make sure that it was being released, and I'm glad that this is me like triple checking because the other day somebody left like a mean comment on Twitter and was like, "Bring Camp back," and I just went, "Yeah, okay." And they went, "Wait, really?" And I went, "Yeah, you got it, man.
Yeah.
Whatever you want."
Just because you were a dick.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Just for you, dude.
Honestly, hey, guess what? You're the 487,000th person that asked that, and that's the number we needed to hit.
Yep.
Bring it back. So, like,
the balloons
Yeah.
dropped.
We did
fucking
it.
Banners,
Mission
fireworks.
accomplished.
Yep, we got to 500 comments, 5,000
did
comments
it.
asking for the same thing, and finally
500,000.
we fucking did it. Thank God, thank
Thank
Christ.
you. Thank you. What was the username?
I don't
Dark
remember.
Wolf Master
And also,
XX.
like, they were fine. They were just like, I fucking, ooh, it's getting spicy now from Armando. I don't care what you post on the internet.
Can we zoom?
Okay, I don't care. Yeah, can we zoom in on me?
Can we get a
want
one?
it
A tight one.
on
Tight
Mondo's
one.
face. Tight on Mondo's
I
face.
truly don't care if like you don't like the content that I make or a decision that was made aesthetically. Like if you don't like it, I don't give a shit. If you want the show to come back, if people aren't excited to make it, I mean, I'm not even on that show. I don't care. The thing I get mad about is when you make the same joke that everyone else has made.
Yeah.
That is what I
I
fucking
want
hate.
new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be mean to. Do you know? Okay.
Get some new material.
Please.
That's
Get
it.
some new material.
The reason it doesn't hurt me when you're mean to me on Twitter is because my friends are the best comedians in the world, and they have said infinitely meaner things in funnier ways.
Yeah.
The moment I see something on Twitter that's mean to me and funny, I go, "Oh fuck, that's great."
You screenshot
You
it,
don't
send it out
understand.
to
Armando
everybody.
is the Eastern European porn star of comedy.
Unflappable.
Unflappable, unfazable.
When I was still using Twitter, anytime I was going to reply something funny to a friend's post, I would always look through the replies for a second. No one else is saying this. No one else has made this joke.
Yeah.
Okay, good, clear. And the worst is when it's like, oh shit, there's other people who made the joke. Look, abort. Nope, I'm not doing it.
What's wild? Speaking of just beef that I have,
Sure.
getting spicy.
Well, let's air it
Let's
all out.
fucking air it,
You're
man.
you're moving here. You're LA Live. You can say whatever you want.
I can say what I'm fucking LA.
This is
You're
Texas.
burning bridges.
Yeah, burning bridges
Let's burn
Enjoy
these
your
bridges.
freedom.
down Route
We're gonna
66.
burn these bridges.
refuses to follow me back on. I think it's Instagram, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't use either of them.
It's either Twitter or Instagram.
You said Gus?
Gus.
Yeah. I don't-
Gus refuses to follow me back. He's followed me on one of them. Refuses to follow me back on the other one.
I followed you on Twitter, but not Instagram then.
And I made a point where I said like, "Hey, you didn't follow me on Instagram," and he went, "Oh," huh. And then never did it. And then the other day, I got a fucking friend request or connection request on fucking LinkedIn.
Yeah.
He'll add me on LinkedIn
But not
before he adds
Instagram.
me on Instagram.
That's true.
He's the one that he's on the gram.
I don't really use Instagram like at all.
But when you do, you don't want to see Mondo.
Yeah, and I definitely don't use Twitter.
I want to see fucking stories of you and your fucking wife.
Well, I don't
being
post
all
them
fucking, look me
ever.
in the fucking eye.
I don't ever post them.
I wanna
I'm-
see you being
I'm adding you on Instagram right now.
Oh no, it's not worth shit.
Adding him on Instagram from a desktop says everything you need to know about how much
I
he is.
actually
Like,
feel
Yeah, that
bad for
does.
being mad
That
about
does.
it
like
in
a
the first place.
using a browser to add you on Instagram. It's like, you know what? Don't bother.
The aspect ratio's fucked on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know now. It means nothing to me. And if you follow me from this desktop, I'm gonna go block you and unblock you so that we're fresh.
You got to come correct.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Oh man.
Oh man, I have a joke. Got a little beer belly. My friends and my like Half-Life. My friends and me like Half-Life, so I make the joke. I got a head crab that attached to the wrong spot. I shouldn't have started reading that joke out because I don't understand it.
You didn't.
Everyone look under your seats. There's a pamphlet explaining that joke. It'll everything you need to know.
Not that that was a bad
This is
joke,
not
by
on
the
you.
way. I
This-
don't understand.
He doesn't know.
I don't know how.
Half-Life.
I don't know Half-Life, and also I didn't sell the joke well, and I could barely read it.
It's
from
very
over here.
tiny and
My
far away.
friends got a little. So make the what?
I think they're
He's got a
making the
head
joke-
crab in the wrong place because he got tummy.
Because you got a tummy.
Oh, got
I
it.
got
Got
it.
it. Got it.
They're
got it.
making the joke that your friends are able to make very specific references that
Yeah.
you'll get and are funny to you in a way.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I said this tweet pops up every once in a while, but there's like nothing that could be more true. It's like no form of comedy is higher than a friend of yours saying something slightly wrong, like something slightly incorrect,
Oh, oh.
mispronouncing
Oh,
something.
you mean how fucking Blizz can't say filibuster?
Philip,
He's
How often does that come up?
He was skulking around
he-
here earlier.
He
Like
uses it incorrectly and mispronounces
Yeah,
it.
whenever you have to ask
Filibuster.
him to do it, he goes, Philip be bussin'. But also,
He says filibuster.
he goes filler or buster. But
like it's a Dairy Queen item.
You want this filler
The
or
Philly
buster?
dilly.
You want the filler buster? The filler buster comes with fries.
He says
Dairy Queen, America stop sign, Texas stop sign.
One of their seasonal blizzards right now is peanut butter puppy chow.
what?
Yeah, and I was at
God
the drive-through the other day,
damn,
and I
that's
was
southern.
like dog food.
That's southern as hell. You never had puppy chow?
I had to look it up. Here we call it Muddy Buddies.
Okay.
Yeah, which
Puppy
is
chow.
also I don't like
Which is
Muddy
also
Buddies
weird.
either.
That is also
come
weird.
to think,
Yeah.
I ain't never heard of Muddy Buddy before in my
You never
life.
Have you never had a Muddy Buddy?
Nah.
Bro.
It's Chex Mix, like coated in something
Like-
and
like-
then dipped in chocolate.
It's like coated in like
powdered sugar or
like powdered
something? Yeah.
sugar and like crunched up like cookies.
It's like stuffed with peanut butter,
stuffed
covered in
with
powdered
stuff,
sugar
yeah.
and chocolate.
I'm gonna buy
Oh.
you a bag of Muddy Buddies.
I don't. Maybe this is different. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is. Is that the same thing as like Christmas crack or whatever?
Yeah, I think it's similar.
it?
It's
Yeah.
it is one of the it is Muddy Buddies, Puppy Chow, whatever is a perfect example of a snack that have a different name in every single
Yeah.
fucking region of
Right.
this country.
It's like an
Except
eldritch
Chex-
horror.
Except
Yeah.
Chex-
I've existed forever.
I am one of the elder gods.
I'm known by many names.
Yeah.
The ancients called me rah rah rah. You know me as Puppy Chow.
Chex makes pre-made Muddy Buddies.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
You can
do.
buy bagged Muddy Buddies. They only come in 2 flavors. It's like chocolate, cream, and like peanut butter. Those
Yeah.
are the only 2 flavors.
Interesting.
It slaps.
It's
Oh, they're
slaps.
fucking good.
It's
I don't know
for
what
sure.
the fuck is going on with, because you said Dairy Queen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what kind of bunk ass, whack ass, lame ass
it's super southern.
Dairy Queen we got going on in California, because they serve like blizzards, hot dogs, and shit ass hamburgers.
What the fuck?
That's what you can get from a Dairy
No
Queen.
dilly bar?
And then I went
You
to
get the
maybe,
dip, the
maybe.
Dip, a dipped cone?
No, yeah, you can get stuff like that. Yeah,
you get
yeah,
the
yeah.
you get the strawberry one?
Here's the thing. I just went to Kansas City,
cherry.
Missouri. They got motherfucking cheese curds in that bitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh,
why
man.
don't why
Pussy slay. I did not say that, ladies and gentlemen.
Blizz,
Someone has hacked
You're
the
right.
system.
You're right. You didn't say it. You yelled that.
You
Gus.
yelled it. You
God,
yelled
I
pussy
and
slay.
everyone heard it.
Blizz,
My God.
how did you use the word filibuster?
Is he in
He's
chat?
not here.
No, he was over the thing.
No, that was a
was
clip
me.
of Gus.
That was a clip of Gus.
That was
saying
me.
pussy
That was
slay?
Gus
Pussy
saying-
slay.
Yeah, that's Gus.
Blizz says that so fucking much,
Yeah.
and also
You made me
uses
say it.
as incorrectly as filibuster. Well, he'll
Yeah.
say like, do you know what bet means?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what bet
Yes.
means? Okay, thank God. I don't know. I had to explain the term bet to Elise, and the closest I could come to explaining it in words that she would understand was it's like not white, you betcha.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And it
Yeah.
makes sense, but it hurts your heart
Yeah.
to say it that way.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is-
it's kinda-
it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
tastes bad.
The way
Yeah.
that I say bet is the way that Bliss says pussy. slay.
Yeah. I was hanging out. I was hanging out with Liz and Laurel and Co. And Laurel also does this, where she'll just say "slay" like as a reflex to everything. And she said it. Someone made an off-color joke. She was not listening, and she said "slay," and we all went, "Oh, Laurel!" And she was like, "What?" And we were like, "Did you hear what BK said?" And she was like, "No." And we told her back, and she was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get canceled." We were like, "There's a camera right there. It caught you.
Wow.
We're gonna cancel you."
Very not.
Very
slay.
not pussy
Yeah.
slay. It was very
Very
not
not.
slay. It was very funny though.
Well, I just don't like pussy slay because I hate women.
You hate women, yeah.
Because I hate if you said
No, the-
cock slay, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, the M in Mondo means misogynist.
Misogynist,
Yeah.
yeah.
20 pounds of cock slay.
Well, we got an
Over
episode title. We
300
got an
pounds.
episode title.
Pussy Slay, yeah.
Locked in. Gross.
Did you watch Beef on Netflix?
No, what is that?
You've seen Beef? It was
It's Steven Yeun and Ali Wong.
yeah.
And it's like a rich person and a poor person get in a car accident.
It's like road rage.
Yeah,
and
road
the
rage
fallout for like
incident.
people who can't make the right decision in their life, and it's
Yeah.
just like, wow, one road rage scenario sets off events that destroy people's lives.
It's like
Yeah.
Crash, but a series.
It's like Comedy Crash.
Yeah, dark
Crash was a
comedy crash.
comedy. Crash was a comedy. Crash was a comedy if you saw it after it won all its bullshit or whatever the fuck.
Okay, so I'll go on record. I think Crash is a dog shit movie.
Yeah.
Hot
And-
take.
Dog shit movie.
I don't
and
know
I
what it
saw
is.
I saw it years ago when it came out with a bunch of film people, and people were walking out of that movie in tears. Like the friends that I went with were walking out like, "Oh my god, that was so moving." And I was like, I thought it was a bit because I was like, that is one of the most fucking
Is it-
dog shit movie
Is
I've
it the
ever
movie
seen.
where the car can't go below 80 miles an hour?
No, but that's fucking great. You're talking about Speed
Oh shit! It's
with
a different
Keanu
one.
Reeves.
It's just a different one-letter movie. What is Crash?
Crash is about a movie where
It's a movie that ended racism.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
sick.
it was over forever.
it's a
Oh,
lot
sick.
of
Awesome.
it's like a lot of different stories that coincide with each other to that the overall theme is racism is bad.
Racism is bad.
It's a-
Should not
was
be
was that
It's
was
as if-
Rosario
it's as if-
Dawson in that?
I don't think
No,
so.
I'm thinking
It's
of
like if
another movie.
Magnolia was made by an NPR tote bag.
Okay.
That is
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
that
wow.
was on the DVD
Wow.
cover.
Yeah.
That you should have written the blurb.
I watched it in my fucking. This is gonna tell you how dumb I am too. I had a cinema class in high school, and we had to watch that movie,
What
and the
the
whole class was like,
There it is.
There it is.
Ugh.
Oh, look, it's got Brendan Fraser in it.
Why does that look like it's a Law and Order spinoff?
It does.
Because it
Bum,
fucking.
bum, dun, 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 dun.
Boom, boom.
Los
Don
Angeles
Cheadle.
citizens with
Funky
vastly
Mr.
separate lives collide in interweaving stories of race, loss, and redemption.
Featuring Chris Ludacris Bridges.
And Ryan Phillippe.
I much prefer the David Cronenberg Crash. Wait, is that Cronenberg?
Oh.
There's another movie called Crash that came out in the 90s.
Was that
that's
before or
about that's
after?
about people who get turned on by car crashes.
Cronenberg.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got
I forgot
it's got
about
James
that
Spader
movie.
in it. It is
What?
here's by the way, fucking breaking news. Cronenberg film, real weird.
Oh,
real
oh.
sexually weird movie.
Wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah.
After getting into a serious car accident, a TV director discovers an underground subculture of scarred omnisexual car crash victims who use car accidents and the raw sexual energy they produce to try to rejuvenate his sex life with his wife.
It's like Night Stalker, but more horny.
Get a divorce. What are you talking about? Fucking
wait.
break up with her. What the fuck?
Was it called Night Stalker? No, not
Oh,
Night Stalker was a murderer.
That's Ramirez. No, it was
Yeah.
called Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
right, yeah.
man.
Damn. Have
Yeah.
You
that-
guys.
That's just good. I like that.
I feel so stupid for this, but like a year ago or less than that, really recently, sort of.
Oh,
there's
that's
the-
a na-
okay, now,
that's a
now they're putting it,
lady.
now they're putting it up on the other screen. Now this is the other Crash.
Now you got to show this.
Oh, we can get it in stunning
Show
4K.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, Colt was talking about this movie, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
I've never
Yeah,
heard of this.
fucking Casey Jones himself, Elias Koteas, also followed up Ninja Turtles to do a sex car crash movie.
Go Ninja, go indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, what a ride, what a trip, what a way to like. There's certain movies out there. This is one of them that are like erotic thrillers
Yeah.
that are the most unsexy things on the planet.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
it's like when you're a kid, you're like, oh my gosh, that movie has nudity, and then you watch fucking Eyes Wide Shut, and you're like,
Ew.
I'm not turned on.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
this is bad naked.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
I saw
a
that.
bit.
I saw that in the theater. I fucking
Oh.
watched that.
Oh, just watching it.
It was like, oh, it was like because it was
people?
like a project Stanley Kubrick wanted to make, and I was like, oh, this might be good. You're like, oh, yeah, that's why I never made it.
Yeah.
I fucking forgot what I was gonna say because they put up that goddamn fucking movie poster.
Oh,
for
we were talking
Crash.
about it makes you horny, break up with your wife, get a divorce.
Car
crashes
crash
make you
car crash is
Erotic-
turning you
I
on.
don't
Erotic
know.
fillers
It
are
was. I
bad.
can't remember. It's not gonna come back. to me.
It wiped your memory.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I just fucking like forgot it.
You had another one of those earlier today. You said y'all were in the car. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
we got to bring that up.
Yeah.
Talk about
yeah,
it later.
I have the fucking attention span of like a fish,
A little goldfish,
Yeah.
a
just
little
like hits
goldfish.
hits
Yeah.
the side and comes
all that,
back.
all that
Oh,
brain fog.
That's okay. So first of all, I was talking with a good friend of mine about the fact that we are woefully bereft of erotic thrillers. That is a genre of
And
film.
rom-coms.
But rom-coms are coming back.
I hope so.
I think we're about to come into a new era of the mid-budget
and
comedy.
I don't mean like a fucking heartfelt award. I mean like a dumb like a rom-com.
No. Emphasis on the com. Like you want like a
do you spell
capital
that?
C com. C. You can spell it however you
Yes.
want.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Comedy.
Yeah, a comedy.
Cum is
Comedy.
short for comedy.
That's the new RT podcast. Sure, it just says comedy.
That's a RTX podcast gaming comedy.
Comedy.
I feel like you're right about the erotic thriller dying off. Decision to
Yeah.
Leave came out late last year. It's a Korean film that like
Is
tried
it-
to revive. Well, not, but it was like a real throwback to that kind of movie.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really good. But you definitely, you don't see that genre anymore.
Well, it's because you know why, and I'm going to credit my friend April with this joke. It's because we got rid of glass block. It's because we got rid of anyway. Tyler Stab, pull up a picture of a glass block wall.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Okay.
You talking like some 13 ghost shit?
No.
When you see it, it'll make perfect sense.
Okay.
Because that went out of style in architectural fashion.
It's so out of touch when you said it. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you're talking about when it's all like you can't see through it, so it's like
but it's a staple of the erotic thriller.
erotic thriller. It's the glass that's all you can't see through it. You just see the general
walls
shape
like this.
Walls
that.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but when you look through it,
It's
you
like
can't
little-
actually see
Yeah,
it.
you're talking
Little-
about like dentist office, old dentist
Yeah.
office.
Yes, dentist office
or
glass.
bedrooms and erotic thrillers.
Or yeah, exactly.
There it is.
There it is.
I had to find the horniest looking.
Okay, no joke. Seriously, if you see some red light coming through that, motherfucker,
Titties are on the
someone
other end. Titties are about to press up against it.
titties are hitting those, and then someone's getting murdered. That is the one thing you know when you see glass.
Those two, one of two things is about to happen: titties or murder.
Somebody's doing this, and it's either jacking or stabbing. It's either jacking
Jacking or stabbing.
stabbing,
both
jack
hands.
out.
Titties or Murder is my favorite board game. We should play that at your apartment when you move in.
I would play
Nice game of-
Oh man, and then cute.
Oh wait, a nice game of tits and daggers. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
They're right. 2023 RT is
It's
horny.
horny.
Super
I tried
horny.
to fight the allegations, but we're
We are
just
not
fucking-
beating these
We're just
allegations.
we're just catching them.
Yeah, we're just horny.
Have you? Gus has heard me talk about this. Have you guys seen Love and Leashes?
I have.
No.
It's a Korean rom com. It's on Netflix, and it's about this woman. She works in an office, and and her name is like, let's say like her name is Joanne, and the other guy's name is like Joe.
Okay.
But like she goes by Joe with an O, and he goes by with an E. That kind of name mix up happens. She gets his package, opens it.
What kind
it's
of
a
package?
It's a dog collar, and it has a flyer for a fetish website on it. And he's like, "That's for my dog. My dog is huge, so I had to get it human size." But he's actually like a sub, and she's like a dominant mommy type figure.
She's
And
dominant.
yeah, and like they're not romantically involved, but he's like, I just want you to be my mistress, and like but it's also very cute and fun.
Oh.
You should watch it. You want to watch it?
Yeah, I'm down.
You want to get pizza and then go watch this movie?
Absolutely.
Do you want to eat way too much pizza,
Yeah.
then go watch a movie?
Oh man. I got okay. I got pizza last night.
You did, you motherfucker!
I'm gonna get pizza tonight
no,
also.
fuck you. We're
where'd you
gonna
get it from?
KBBQ
Where'd you get
now.
No, because you're all gonna fucking hate this.
Where'd
I
you
got
go?
It from
Domino's.
Oh no.
Actually, Domino's.
I'm gonna beat
It's
your ass.
worse. It's worse.
I've got
I'm
a
gonna
gross pizza I
beat
want to
your
talk
ass.
about here in a minute.
Where'd you get it?
Well, yeah, where'd you get?
I'm looking it up because
While you look it up, I had the Little Caesars pretzel crust pizza
yeah.
Oh, what
last
verdict?
weekend. That thing, it fucking rules.
Yeah,
Really?
it's really
Yes!
good.
It's so,
Really?
I got it not the
Yes!
cheese sauce. I got the pizza sauce on it. Phenomenal. I was like 11 out of 10. So good. Amazing.
I've got to try it. I absolutely have to. Have
Oh
it.
yeah,
I'll
like
try it.
and the Little Caesars I went to is like looked like it was closed.
Yeah.
All the lights were
Hey,
out.
that's how all
You
Little Caesars
go
look.
to the drive-thru, you have to like pound on the
Yeah,
window.
no, literally, you have to pry it open. They're in the back hiding from you. You gotta find them.
I ordered a pretzel crust
Yeah.
pizza.
Every Little Caesars has the necessary number of employees and then like other off the clock employees and their boyfriends in the back
Yeah.
smoking weed.
Every Little Caesars you walk into feels like you got there just before the cops. Like you just walked in, you're like, hey, hang on a second. They're like on their way.
Sorry, someone in chat brought it up. Face Jam hated the pizza.
They're wrong.
That's
they're
why I
wrong.
was
They're nuts.
shocked that
They're
you said it
so
was good.
Fish
so
Jam's
good.
fucking wrong on a lot of shit.
That's true.
It's
That's
Them
true.
and
That's
it's
true.
what it's a fucking dad who has no right to talk about food anymore. Once you pop out a couple fucking kids, you don't know shit
got no
anymore.
taste.
He's out there watching fucking kids movies and eating kids snacks.
Watching Propaganda all
Fuck
day.
that
Fucking
guy.
Paw Patrol.
Eating leftovers over the sink like a dad.
And then you got a
egg.
fucking rat and a monkey. All right. All right. So I went to a place called Double Dave's.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I went to Double
Yeah.
Dave's, and our manager, Drew
What the fuck is
Chaplin,
Double Dave's?
I told him I went to Double Dave's, and he not only criticized me for asking for a recommendation and then going with, quote, pizza's so shitty even the college kids won't eat it.
Is that like one step above Gaddy's?
It's like a local chain. They got pepperoni rolls. It's like the one decent thing they
Yeah.
got.
That's what I should have gone with because instead I got the worst pizza I've ever had in my fucking life. I ate 2 slices and I threw it away.
This pizza? Wait, is it worse than Barbarella truck pizza?
Yes. It's way worse.
So that's no longer the worst fucking pizza you ever
No.
had?
Double Dave's is the worst pizza I've
It's
ever had.
worse
in
than
my
the
entire fucking life.
Barbarella
It's
truck
pretty
pizza.
bad.
Actually, you know what? The only pizza I've ever had worse than this pizza is the 7-Eleven pizza.
If you go to the Double Dave's website, you know they'll have like the pizza,
Yeah.
the featured pizza that
Yeah.
they want you to try to
Yeah.
order. The pizza of the month is the Big Dill.
Mm-hmm.
Crispy thin crust, Alfredo sauce, mozzarella, sliced dill pickle, smoked provolone, fresh dill, ranch dressing.
When I say that, I
That's-
would rather
fuck
you
you.
slap me in the face.
Yeah.
What?
With a dick dipped in ranch.
Get it while it's
Yeah.
hot. No.
With
No,
the 20,
no,
the
no,
20
no.
pounder? Absolutely.
With that 20-pound hog that we established earlier
Yeah.
that Gus has.
And when they're saying "get it," they're talking about hepatitis. That's what you will get from a fucking.
be
sorry,
fair-
and our new sponsor, Double Dave's Pizza.
Oh no! Have you? Okay, but to be fair to them, the whole monthly pizza gimmick game in Austin has gotten fully out of hand.
Yeah.
Via 313 had a Cuban pizza.
No,
Yes.
I don't want it.
Mustard. It was,
No,
it was
no.
yes. My girlfriend ordered it because she makes terrible. I always tell her, I say, hey, why don't you get what you like? Get what you know. But she's always like, I want to try it. Regrets it every time. Got this pizza. The woman who handed her the box was like, looked at her like, wow, we didn't think anyone was ever going to order this. This is the first time we've ever made it. I don't.
If it was good, it would be on the fucking menu.
If it was good, it'd be on the
fucking
menu.
menu.
Do you want to
That-
hear the current pizza of the month?
Yes.
At
Oh,
Via
God.
313. Oh, there's the Big Dill.
Jesus Christ! No, my God.
The current pizza of the month at Via 313, tikka masala.
Shut the
you.
fuck up.
Fuck
Shut
you.
the fuck
Get
up.
the fuck
you.
out of
Shut
here
the
with
fuck
this
up.
Trader Joe's ass flavor of the month. Like,
Oh hey, do you want? Oh hey Andrew, you wanted Indian food, but I wanted pizza. Hey
can't we
guys,
get
guess
both?
what? We can go to VF3. Fuck
why
you.
don't we compromise and then no one's happy?
And then no one's happy.
Yeah.
You fucking cuisine school fucks think that you can do what food trucks do at your dumb, shitty little restaurant. I don't want it. Tyler, I sent you a photo. I want you to put the photo
you have
up
a
on
photo?
the goddamn screen.
Of the pizza that
no,
you had?
No.
Oh.
I have a photo of my favorite pizza from my favorite pizza place. It's called Lamp Post Pizza in Vista, California. And there we go.
Ooh.
It is what I
Let's
like
go.
about it is the epitome of that. I just finished the season of baseball / soccer,
Yeah.
and we're all going as a team.
Is that
Yes.
Canadian
It looks
bacon?
like, it makes me think of like Pizza Hut in the 80s.
That's
Yes.
it. That
Yeah, like-
that
Yeah.
is that is
That's
the
the
that is the
80s Pizza Hut
80s
pizza.
platonic ideal
Yeah.
of pizza.
Like,
Yeah.
like being a kid and be like, we're going to get pizza, and it's like
Yeah.
the best thing
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
that's what that
that.
looks like.
It's bready, it's yeasty, but it's not like,
How saucy is it?
oh, it's good.
Yeah.
It's got enough so that it doesn't get wet.
Yeah,
And
but
floppy?
it's not dry.
Yep.
No, and it's always got ooey gooey cheese. Every time you take a slice, you get the
Ooh,
stretches.
ooh,
Perfect fucking cheese to meat
Yep.
ratio.
Fuck yeah.
It is also the pizza I've had that heats up the best, no matter
looked
how you do
amazing.
it. Microwave,
That is
oven,
good,
dude.
Fucking
toaster oven,
air fryer.
air fryer.
I'll tell you that I think I talked about this on the last time I was on this podcast, but it absolutely fucking sucks though that no place in Austin does tavern style party cut square pizza, which is the true Chicago style pizza, which is
place-
true Chicago style, which is in squares.
David's?
I fucking love that place. Best party cut pizza ever had. Bridge City Pizza in Portland, Oregon.
Ooh.
Oh,
Portland, Oregon. My God, Bridge
that
City
place
Pizza,
fucking rocks.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
That's what. So
Free advertising for fucking Bridge City Pizza.
yeah,
in
and
Portland,
fucking
Oregon.
you're welcome,
Days.
Lamppost Pizza, right across the street from the only water park in San Diego because you have the beach and they don't care.
Oh yeah. Huh.
That pizza and the pizza you're talking about are, I feel like, equal types of good. Where it's that style of pizza, it's the best I've ever had of it.
Yeah.
And I want to find a place that does it, and they never never equal up.
They
and
never
the
come
worst
close,
part
yeah.
is I've tried to go to Lamppost since I've moved out of that area to
Yeah.
be like, it wasn't as good as I remember. It fucking is. It's so good.
I looked up the Bridge City Pizza. Damn.
Boy.
Man.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. That's a deep dish. You gotta
this
get
is,
deep
this is
dish.
deep dish. This is just one that they
because
have right here. in the front.
Bridge City Pizza does because
That's a
because it's
pie.
Chicago style. They'll do the deep dish, which is not my favorite. I like the thin crispy crust square cut. That is like
You would love my favorite hometown pizza. It's Riverside, and they got the $5 deal. You get a pizza, you get a cheese or pepperoni, $5, hot and ready. When you're in high school, you get out of class, you leave in the big game. Just truck,
Shotgun that
sitting
pizza.
in the back of your friend's pickup truck, eating hot pizza that you paid $5 for.
Oh.
I'm from the South. That you paid $5 for. Nothing better than that. And if you get a square cut, even better.
I hate to change the subject, but I remembered one of the things I wanted to tell you about.
What?
Hell yeah.
I was in Kansas City, Missouri, which
I'm sorry.
It's a city.
They got rid of all their books.
Yeah.
No
so
libraries.
I am a gross little fucking gremlin who's addicted to nicotine.
Yes,
It's
you
something
are.
I'm working on.
You
I
are.
don't like it about
You
myself.
are.
Yep.
But I needed a vape. Gotta have my vape.
Gotta have my vape.
Gotta have my vape. And so I forced the people I was with to go to a 7-Eleven so that I can stop and pick up a vape.
Yeah.
And then my friend Todd, who the host of another show called Horror Virgin, they watch horror movies. He goes, "I'm not getting out of the car. This looks like a bad neighborhood." And I'm, from the hood.
Yeah.
I've been to the hood. So
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you can't do fucking... I was about to call him a pussy.
Yeah.
And then I looked around and the 7-Eleven employee was openly strapped. There was a Little Caesars pizza with bullet holes from the inside. And when this is not
Holy
a joke.
shit.
I turned around and the only car pumping gas at the 7-Eleven was a dude wearing no shirt, and in the passenger seat of his car there was a pit bull with the seatbelt on. And I went, "Oh, I'm scared now." I have never been so. I went back to confirm that the fucking bullet holes came from the inside of the Little
shit.
Caesars because I was so blown away.
Just like Norman Rockwell always drew it.
Ain't that America?
Ain't that America?
Yeah, there's nothing worse than walking into a 7-Eleven and the guy like sized me up. And I was like, I don't feel safe.
Oh, yeah.
You did a quick threat analysis.
It's just a Terminator
An
scam.
ocular pat down, yeah.
I need your boots and your motorcycle.
It doesn't help that I walked in and I was like, I want my nicotine, but not the cigarette.
I want my vape,
Cigarette
please.
ouchie.
Yeah. Can I get the vape, please?
The grape flavor.
He does like the grape one.
I do like the
He
grape
likes the
flavor.
grape one.
Does he?
I'm setting us back, man. I like fake grape. I like purple.
Do you have a Fanta orange?
Oh, God damn it. Fucking.
You have Fanta orange.
Oh
babe.
my god.
Crush
Oh,
orange.
this.
Crush orange. Sorry.
Fuck it. So
I love that. I love the like thinking fingers. Fuck it, and then go.
The saddest I've ever been is I used to work I used to work at a comedy club in Los Angeles, and the deal is that I was a cook. If I could get all my orders out by a certain time, they would let me go up and do 5 minutes. So I was always quote unquote opening for comedians. It's like a C-list club, so we get people who used to be famous but not necessarily famous anymore. And one guy that we got a lot was Kel Mitchell.
Oh, hell yeah.
Keenan and Kel
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah,
who,
of
If
course.
you don't know, super religious now.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Really loves
hot,
talking.
hot for God.
Loves talking about
does comedy.
the Lord. Yeah.
Okay.
And talks about the Lord in his comedy too.
Okay. You're not supposed to
That
do
doesn't
that.
seem funny.
Yeah, it's very
He
serious.
Did a bit, and he went up to me because I was the person working in the kitchen and the one of two people working in the kitchen, and he goes, "Hey man, about 20 minutes into my set, I need you to bring me out orange soda." And I went, "We don't sell any orange soda." And he goes, No, I brought my own." And so 20 minutes into his set, we had to have a waiter bring out orange soda, and he went, "Oh, who did this?" And like made a big thing about it until it got to him, and he goes, "Who loves orange soda?" And the whole crowd goes, "Oh, we love orange soda." And then had to stay for the
crazy.
40 minutes of the rest of his set. You could see the faces of every person who went, "Well, that's what I paid to see." And now it's over. Anyway, just the fact.
I told
sorry.
you to do it 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
Let's
Hearing
go.
that story, like, I kind of left my body
It
for a
bums
second.
you out, right?
My God.
It fucking bummed me out.
That's the comedy version of thinking about Rent. Like you were just talking about. It's like, oh.
Ooh.
It's
Okay.
yeah. It's just
Yeah,
like
real fucking libido killer. What?
Mondo
Mondo Witty did the gwiddy
onto
the
7-Eleven to get his grape smoke.
Oh.
Thank you, McFatty, for comment of the fucking episode.
I found out about Little We Hit the Gwiddy because of Lindsay Washburn at Funhouse. We play Overwatch after work is done most days, and like all of Funhouse. And I hopped in there, and Lindsay and her partner hopped in, and her partner, he was like, "Oh, did we hit the gwiddy on the day?" And this guy's like the same age as me, and I was like, "Bro, you gotta, you can't be doing it." Then they sent me all the TikToks of my favorite one. Do you know what these are?
No.
It's a stupid fucking dance, and then people, the part of the meme is people recording go, "Oh my gosh, we hit the gwiddy on the schoolyard."
Because it's like a lot of 11-year-old
Gotcha.
like boys in big
Gotcha.
snapback hats
I
doing
saw
it.
I saw a middle-aged woman doing it on grass.
Her knees.
And they're like zoomed in, so you only see her on the grass. And she goes, "Oh my god, we hit the gwiddy on Dad's grave." And then they zoom out to reveal they're at a cemetery, and she is doing it
God.
at her dead husband's grave.
Okay. Legit. Great comedy bit.
Great fucking
That's
great
very
bit.
funny.
Great. Okay, seriously, the zoom out reveal, a crash zoom out to reveal, hysterical.
Yeah.
If it's done like
Also, any TikTok that ends in a graveyard, always funny.
Yeah.
It's never not funny.
That's the best part about that is that she did the most elevated version of that bit, and it cannot be topped anymore.
that's true. It really is just like, well, pack it in.
Yeah, you can't go
meme's
more
done.
extreme because
Yeah.
that's lame. You can't go darker because that's not.
no,
Yeah,
it's not
no,
fun
that's good.
anymore.
No.
Oh, what did you? Oh, I literally hit the gwiddy on the fucking Auschwitz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
that's sad.
you're under arrest.
Yeah.
yeah. You're two-hand shove.
And now I've learned about Whitterly Hitty the Gwiddy.
The gwiddy.
Can I get a clean take on that?
Yeah, let's get. Can we get that on the board?
Whitterly hit the Gwiddy.
Can we get that on the
Pussy
soundboard?
Slay.
Oh fuck!
Oh man, beautiful.
Origin, April 14th. Wait, oh, last year, 2023.
You were like, what?
What?
Memes go fast now.
Yeah, memes go real fast.
Memes go fast.
The original one.
They widdy go fast.
Where do we go fast? There's too many.
All right, that's enough of that.
That was a 4-bit audio file.
Yeah.
A speak and spell had better fidelity than that fucking audio clip. Just the most bit crushed thing
Actually,
I've ever
that was
heard.
a bass boosted speak and spell. It was also chopped and screwed.
Chopped and
but-
screwed. The screwed up click? Oh, really? Oh, really? Damn.
I really wish that
Houston speak and spell.
I could just take. I want a show, and I don't want to put it out or actually record it.
Okay.
But there needs to be a purpose that we're doing this.
So you want to hang out?
No, because I don't actually want to do this. It needs to be done. I want to show Gus all of the memes that like I can look at and laugh at, that if I sent it to him, it would mean nothing.
Yeah,
It
I'd
would
be like,
mean
I have
nothing
no
to him,
idea.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know. You know what? I don't know how anyone feels about me outing their past, but like, I was a boy in the trenches.
Me too.
I was on that 4chan.
I was in the 4chan.
I was
deep.
in the 4chan.
That's
I
why
was
nothing
deep.
affects me anymore. I was.
You have
dead
absolutely
inside.
you have
I am
absolutely
dead inside.
toasted that part of your brain.
Bro,
You're just
I
like-
was there, guys. I was on
fried.
Habbo Hotel blocking the pool. I was
was fucking there.
I was there in these trenches.
That makes sense to one guy out there.
We came out. We got it out the mud.
There's one guy out there who gets what we're talking
Yeah.
about, and he went, "Hell yeah!" But not from them. But not from them.
And
Maybe
that-
from Jeff, but
maybe
not from them.
Jeff, but not from them. And that guy, we all know him.
Yeah, we all do.
We all know him.
It's like that being there on like 4chan, and then also like I started doing content and comedy way too young, where like my entire brain got developed into like how do you form bits, and now that part of me that processes information like a human is gone, and so like there are things that deeply make me laugh, and if I showed them to anyone else, they will lock me up.
Oh, same.
They'll think I'm an insane person.
No,
It's your
same.
secrets. You got to keep them inside.
I have one friend who we had the exact same like past. Like we get all the same references, and I will literally. There are things that I can only send to her because I know that there's no one else on this planet that's gonna understand why I am in tears.
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah.
those are kind of. I mean,
Just internet deep cuts, man.
truly, but the things that like internet deep cuts that
Brain
you
broken.
that you share with people that you like have a commonality with something, because it's like it's one thing like if you see it and it like completely busted you up, but it was like the things that you were like watching on your friend's parents' computer,
Yeah.
and like falling out laughing
Yeah.
over, just like late. It's like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
You're like at a website you
YouTube poop.
should not be on.
No.
Yeah.
Should not.
And I
be
don't
on.
mean
Newgrounds.
because you're a
Yeah.
kid. I mean like because they'll shut down
They'll
your
shut
Yeah.
down your
Yeah.
computer. Your ISP will.
You're being
report
tracked
you.
now.
Yeah,
You're on a
you're on
list.
a
Yeah,
list.
your computer is running so hot it changed the temperature of the room. Like it's like why is this website just absolutely running the fans into the ground?
Just installing malware on your computer every time you click.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you and your friend are like just tears falling over each other, laughing so hard at something like this. And it's one of those things. It's like, I mean, on 80 years from now, on your deathbed, you could text that to your friend, and they would you just get back like absolute LMFAO.
Your
Just like
final text, just it's peanut butter jelly time.
The final thing I say is, well, so take Zenap and Zenify this, and then I fucking out and I'm dead.
yeah, into the fucking great beyond.
And yeah, and that's the worst part is there's levels to this shit, man. Because we're talking about like some funny junk
Yeah,
shit.
but there's also like
There's some like bad.
Well,
Yeah.
the internet
B was a different time.
Yeah.
the internet
Fuck.
the internet used to be a really like it was the Wild West for like a narrow window of time.
Oh,
There was
yeah.
like when 5 companies didn't own literally everything that you see like online, and also when you would go to a website, a thing I haven't done in years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go to a website. That's something that
Yeah.
wasn't an app that was already like built into my phone.
Just going
like-
to just typing the full www dot.
This makes me think about. I was at the Apple store here in Austin a couple of weeks ago, and I was there with Esther, and then like we were walking in different parts. Like we were looking at different things.
Is that your wife?
Yeah, and then she came back over to me. She's like, "Oh my God, you're not going to believe what I just overheard." And I was like, "What happened?" She said, "I was over there by the laptops." And she was like, see that couple that's standing right there? There was like a man and a woman standing by the laptops, like probably late 20s, maybe mid 20s. She's like, the guy's looking at the laptops, and he just asked the salesperson, "Does this laptop have YouTube on it? Can it run YouTube?"
Young people?
Yeah,
A youngin?
yeah. And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." He's asking, "Can I run YouTube on this laptop?"
That guy's in Rumspringa.
You don't understand. I watch my videos at 700,000p.
When I say can it run YouTube, we're not watching the same YouTube.
We're not watching the same YouTube. I was in the YouTube trenches.
I was in the YouTube trenches watching episodes of anime in 3 parts,
Oh,
never
yeah.
having the second or the third sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a
Those
lot
are the
of
days.
I watched. Oh boy, knowing Spanish a little bit.
Knowing
really
Spanish a
helped out.
little bit would help.
Because you could look
I
up
didn't.
whatever TV show you liked in Spanish, part 1, and you would find it. And it was just in English. They just
Yeah,
didn't
that's
have any mods.
It's
for
just,
it.
yeah, exactly. It's like I'm gonna see this with like flipped, like so they
Yeah.
put the image, they just flip the image so the
Not
fucking, like,
even. We didn't even have to do that yet. Like
No.
it was just there.
I remember being in like right after high school watching Leon the Professional, and it was flipped and then zoomed in to one corner of the screen, and I was like, wow, this is a great written movie, but the composition sucks.
kind of dog shit.
We used to go way back in the day. We'd do like news groups to find all that shit.
Oh.
Like before YouTube, before you get video on the
Yeah.
internet, it's like, I'm going to subscribe to alt.binaries.tv. What, like, you have like a very specific show. Be like, I'm going to download this TV show episode in 400 parts RAR files and recombine
oh
them.
yeah, yes.
Dude,
Oh man, give me a fucking VLC encoder to like unpan a fucking WinRAR to like fucking unzip this shit and watch just gigabytes of fucking just horrible
I
quality
used to
video
just,
files.
Eight
yeah, like there was
pixels.
anime, like stuff that hadn't been
Yeah.
released in the US yet. People would do like fan subs
Yeah.
as it was airing there. Be like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna watch like Standalone Complex like the day after it comes out in Japan with some shitty ass fan sub by some dude who barely understands Japanese.
They were so bad. I didn't know I was watching. I watched like an entire season of Dragon Ball Z, but it was just fan subbed or fan dubbed.
Were you? Are
Was
you
it fan
was
subbed?
it bad, or are you talking about Dragon Ball Z abridged?
No, not abridged. Like my
Okay.
my cousin, he was like a early adopter weeb, and he had like illegal VHS tapes, and I would
Oh.
just like watch them, and then and then one day I actually saw Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, oh, that's not right. That was incorrect.
I feel, and maybe I'm not on these parts of the internet anymore, just due to stage of life shit. But I feel like there is something truly magical that maybe the kids are missing these days, which is the like both seeing, like, stumbling on things either at the video store late night on TV or like in the early internet days when shit would show up that you would like just discover.
Yeah.
And it would like,
It was fun.
it would change you. Like
Yeah.
it would change like the way, it would change your DNA about comedy, things that you just like find funny or
Yeah.
like, I don't know. There's, I feel like so much of my comedy education came from those weird
Oh, yeah.
random
and,
discoveries.
you would
and
have, like,
LimeWire.
bootlegs, like copies of copies.
copies
and,
of copies of copies. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Truly
Compressed.
a like joy to go into an independent video store, like an
Yeah.
I Love Video or a Vulcan back in the day, and just be like, what the shit is this? Like, I'm taking this home. I'm gonna watch it.
That's how is in a similar ways how I watched the Spirit of Christmas, which was like the first South Park short before South Park had a show.
yeah.
It's like it was just like some video file I found on a news group, and it was
Yeah.
like obviously someone had like copied a VHS tape over and over, and then like encoded it and put it up on a news group. You're like, what's this? Like, oh, this is really funny. And then like a year and a half later, like, oh, like South
on
Park comes on
TV.
TV. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's that fucking weird thing I saw.
I love
Crazy.
that story from those guys where they were like, we should have put our names on it.
Yeah.
Because they were like other people, they would show up for an interview and they're like, we're the guys who made South Park. And they're like, bull fucking shit. We hired the guys who made South Park. Or
That
the
sucks.
Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
That
special.
sucks. That's so funny though.
I remembered that, I mean, I'm younger than y'all by a lot and a little bit.
Hey. I'm happy I blocked you on Instagram.
I'm so thankful.
Undeterminate.
I didn't catch a stray. I'm so thankful I didn't
Yeah.
catch one of those. Okay. Keep going.
And a medium amount.
Sure, medium. Yeah. and this age difference was just right. Yeah.
They're like I didn't really have like, okay, here's what I'll say. I didn't have like finding hidden gems in the stores regularly. You know what I had? I was the generation that watched the video stores, the fucking Borders, the bookstores, all that shit shut down
They all
when I was a
died.
kid.
Yeah.
And so they had these big like fucking come get them. And I remember seeing this show called Arrested Development, and they were selling all of the seasons on DVD as a collection from a Blockbuster for 45 cents for the whole thing.
What the
Jesus.
fuck?
And I was like, well, 45 cents, this is a show, and my mom said that she's heard about it, so I'm going to watch it. And it became like the baseline for my sense of humor.
I love that for you.
When I think it was Borders or Barnes & Noble. I'm pretty sure it's
It was
Borders.
probably Borders because we still have Barnes and Noble.
Okay. Borders shut down,
now.
and my mom gave me $40 and said you can have as many books as you want.
Holy
and that was
shit.
most of them.
You
And I
pulled
found
'em out.
a book called Mr. Funny Pants by Michael Showalter.
Oh yeah.
And it was like the premise of the book is they paid him in advance to write the book, and he spent it all, and then they're asking him for his pages. So the book is every couple of chapters him being like, I guess I'm going to write about this now. And it's just a really interesting way to do a book, but it was like the first thing I saw that was subversive.
Yeah.
You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it was,
yeah.
I'm sure it had been, other things had been done like that
Yeah.
before, but it's the first time I experienced like, no, book go start A or B
Yeah.
or follows topic. This was the first time I ever saw a book that was like,
Whatever.
Yeah.
and was good.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's
Are you
like,
not a Sedaris fan?
Sedaris fan?
Yeah.
Like,
David Sedaris.
David Sedaris.
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm unfamiliar.
Pretty good. What was
pretty
it Me
good.
Write Pretty One Day?
Yeah.
That's
He's got a lot
classic.
of books of like short stories. His
That-
sister's
it was-
his
see, it
sister.
wasn't even like
his
that,
sister is
Amy Sedaris.
Strangers with Candy.
Yeah.
Amy
Yeah,
Sedaris. Yeah.
okay. I know her.
Yeah,
Funny
wears the,
fa- funny
wears the
fan.
fat wears a fat suit to the holidays every year.
Yeah.
I love her.
a wonderfully funny family. But yeah, I like there was a you just triggered a primordial memory
Oh,
that I had, and this is the most film school bullshit I can fucking imagine. There was a place in Dallas that I remember sold Criterion DVDs for like 50% off, which like at the
those
time
are bootlegs.
Were they bootleg?
Those
Yeah.
are bootlegs
they were
for
not
sure.
bootlegs. They were
How can you be
still in
sure?
packages because I literally took I took a road trip with my friends to Dallas. It was a one-time sale, like that we heard. Like one of my friends heard about it. It's like there's this place in Dallas who's like getting rid of all the like Criterion DVDs. So hopped in the car with my school film nerd friends, and we went and we just cleaned them out
That's
of fucking Criterion
crazy.
DVDs that were like, yeah, some were 40 to 60% off.
Jeez.
And those at the
That
time
shit's expensive.
at the
Yeah.
time Criterion DVDs were like $60
Yeah.
a piece.
Spency.
Really expensive. And this is like
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
It's like they do like a special premium release of movies on physical media where they'll have like bonus features or shit that wasn't on the regular release.
Yeah.
Like extended scenes.
And this was also in the days before, like, everything kind of gets a Criterion. Like,
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
The Criterion collection was much smaller at the time, too. So it would be like, I'm going to get The Unbearable Lightness of Being. It's just real.
Amacord. Yay!
Yeah. Just like really, like embarrassingly film school nerd shit. But
I love
yeah,
that for you.
Yeah, but we got, I mean, again, we'll never come across a deal that good again on like physical media.
You
I
get
don't
free
think.
stuff. You can get it free, not physically, but then you can burn it to be physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I also, that was the other thing. I grew up in the LimeWire
Yeah.
days.
Dude, LimeWire is the only reason I'm funny. I would just like download comedy by just adult men. My favorite comedian from the time I was in 4th grade to 6th grade was Dennis Leary and
You mean Bill Hicks? Yeah. So you mean Bill Hicks' entire
Dennis
routine
Leary
that he stole?
and Ron
White?
White, yeah, from
Really?
the blue collar comedy.
I maintain this. Ron White is actually super funny.
He's really funny.
He's the
He's the only funny one.
He's the only funny one from the blue collar
I
tour.
loved him, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, as a 4th grader, what was resonating with me? Because I was also listening to like Dave Chappelle, Dane Cook, Sarah Silverman, the Huge. But what about David Leary?
Dennis Leary?
Dennis Leary being an alcoholic from fucking, where was he from? Like what was
Chicago, I think.
Chicago. What was resonating to me as a 4-year-old, as a 4th grader?
that's so
Just a little
funny.
girl in the 4th grade, and I was obsessed with it.
Were you obsessed with this guy? Just like, I love smoking, I love drinking, I'm a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I
You-
love that shit. I ate it up.
I first of all, Bill Hicks' nephew is a good friend. Ryan Hicks. If you're in the San Diego area, go see Ryan Hicks. Love that guy. Worked with him at Raindrop.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's
Nice.
fucking hilarious. But what I think is so funny is that he is nothing like Bill Hicks.
Oh.
at all.
Sure.
He's a lot more like you than he is like Bill Hicks, which is really funny to me.
That's very funny.
Secondly, I watched every Saturday morning and Sunday, I believe, and Friday nights, I think. I forget when they played them, but I watched them a lot. Was the half-hour Comedy Central presents.
Hell yeah. I
Oh.
love those.
I-
The
Formative.
summer was just
Formative.
that and Reno 911
Yeah.
back to back
All
all
of
day. All fucking day.
I remember seeing so many
Turning it
people.
off Mad TV. I
I
hated
remember
Mad TV.
that was the first time, or I remember when I saw fucking Donald Glover's, and I was like, he does stand up too.
What? I remember that. Man, what a good time. See,
Yeah.
that's the thing. I just miss like, I feel like, yeah, like you said, like stumbling upon things, or like just even like you said, seeing a comedian do like a 30-minute set, and then 6 years later they're just doing like hour-long ones on like HBO, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I remember when you were in front of that weird sign.
Yeah,
I remember
30
when you
minutes.
were on Premium Blend.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
God.
I remember
man.
the fucking Comedy Central presents before they switched to the Universal set, when they used to build a crazy
it'd be
fucking
that's what I'm
background.
talking about, the crazy
Yeah,
background for
yeah.
each individual show.
God,
Man, I mean that was at a time when there was so much money. I mean, funny money. Zero.
yeah.
That was zero interest rate
That was
operation.
.com dollars.
That was .com dollars
for
when it
sure.
was just like, here's a comedian you maybe have heard of, and we built them like a $50,000
Well, that's how I saw
personalized
Brian Regan
set.
for
Like,
the first time.
yeah.
It was like Brian Regan,
that Brian Regan like will be able to tour for the rest
of his
time.
life. Him
'Cause,
and
like,
that puppet guy.
But imagine-
Brian Regan's super funny, but he is like one of the like old guard, like all clean comedians
Yeah.
who can just like
Jim
do
Gaffigan too, right?
can just
Yeah.
do like hours and hours of stuff in every part of the country and fucking
Yeah.
sell out stadiums.
But imagine, if you will,
Mhm.
Jim Gaffigan in the middle of his set, and he's doing fine.
Yeah.
He's doing his jokes.
Sure.
And then a waiter starts walking through the audience with a fucking Hot Pocket, and he goes, "Oh, Hot Pocket, fucking hate it."
Yeah!
Yeah, Hot
Will it
Pocket.
burn?
Hot Pocket!
Will it burn your mouth? It'll destroy your mouth.
Same thing with Brian Regan. Someone brings him a snow cone. 1 snow cone, 2 snow cone, gonna get a great snow cone.
Let's go get Hot Pockets.
Let's get Hot
Yeah.
Pockets.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Leary.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Mwah.
Turn it off.
Oh,
Turn it
come to
off.
Moontower. Come to Moontower.
Oh, come to Moontower.
Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. No, bring it back. Bring it back.